Another aqueduct. How many do they need? Are those
What's
roads
up,
down
Goldface?
there? I can't even see where they end.
So, let me tell you a little bit about this game. We're in the galaxy of Andromeda, the galaxy that's right next to ours, the Milky Way.
There, more remnants.
And okay, so this is a remnant vault. It's ancient society. Okay, well, I guess I should start. Actually, I should probably start from the beginning. Let me do this. Let me fight these guys real quick before I tell you more, because they can be a pain in the ass.
Keep looking up. Don't let them get above us. Keep up the pressure. We're almost through.
Sorry, yeah, these guys could just be a really big pain in the ass if I don't fight them now. Alright, that should be the last of them. Alright, so humanity, so, like, probably about a couple thousand years ago, we discovered alien technology on Mars. And, this is not the beginning of this game, but the other games. So we found alien technology on Mars, and we later realized that they were Protheans, an ancient civilization, spacefaring civilization. And then so we built what was called we were able to build ships to go into space, which allowed us to discover the mass relays, which are basically like giant slingshots in the air. In space that sling us through multi-dimensional space. And that's when we met the different races throughout the galaxy. The Asari, the Turians, the Quarians, and the Solarians. Now, that chick over there is an Asari. Her name is PB, but I'll tell you about her later. But anyway, back to the thing. Anyway, this is set after the third game of Mass Effect, where Shepard destroys a machine race called Reapers. Reapers come back. They come into every couple thousand years or whatever. They come to get rid of the technologically advanced races and leave around the child races to restart the galaxy over again. And so Shepard destroyed the Reapers, so they weren't there anymore. So now this is set. So my character is called Ryder. That's his last name. His father was the Pathfinder. Now the Pathfinder is a person whose job is to find golden worlds for humanity to live in the galaxy of Andromeda. Now, when we first got to the galaxy of Andromeda, we realized that the worlds that we selected as golden worlds, like Habitat 7 and a bunch of other worlds, were not as golden as we thought. Now, given it took us 600 years to get to Andromeda, and in those 600 years of cryostasis in a giant arc, which I'll show you later in the game, something called the Shroud, or the Scourge, which is like an artificial dark energy cloud, fucked up all the worlds that we chose as golden worlds. And this technology that you're seeing now, the Remnant, this wasn't here 600 years ago. Okay? This all came into being while we were in cryostasis on our way to Andromeda Galaxy. Because this stuff is like 4,000 years old. So it came into being like 2,000 years after we already were on our way here. Now, this is a vault. In here, I'm supposed to find a console that will allow me to... How should I say this? So, on all the Golden Worlds, the atmosphere is hostile to life. except for certain animals and plants and stuff. But for human life, for humanoid races, the air isn't breathable, basically. The air is killable. It kills you. Now, there are towers throughout each world that unlocks the ability to get into one of these vaults, which has a atmosphere scrubber, in a manner of speaking. It cleans the air and allows the planet to develop an atmosphere that we can breathe in. And then, therefore, once I do that, I'll be able to set an outpost on the world. Now, there is 2 different versions that I can set up. There's a military one, which means that we are here to stay and we are here to keep shit. Or there's a scientific research one, which is what I normally choose, because I believe that humanity in this particular game has evolved enough that we're not a militaristic race. We want to explore and experience new things, and so I feel like a scientific research outpost would be one of those few things that would show this new galaxy that even though we are here, we are not cruel like this so-called mutated. There's a mutated race. Okay, so there's a bad race here called the Cat. Now, later in the game, I'm going to tell you this now, because you probably won't play this game for like years to come if you ever do decide to play this game. The Cat are genetically altered. They're a genetically altered alien. Okay. Now they have what you call a hard exoskeleton. And there's a race of aliens that we meet in this game that you'll notice there's a similarity to the Cat and this race of aliens. And so basically what happened is the Cat are a hostile race that's taking over this stuff, and they're a militaristic race. They shoot and ask questions later. I don't give a shit. They torture people and a bunch of other shit. So I want us to not be that way, you know what I mean? I want us to be seen as a nicer race, one that can become allies with all the races in the Andromeda galaxy. Now, so far, at least unless they make another version of this game where they add another race, so far there's only one additional alien race you can meet if you don't count the Cat, which are like genetically altered. It's a pretty fun game. Instead of talking about it, let me show you a little bit more. So this is a vault. I have to go scrub the atmosphere. Now the Remnant are... this is called a scanner, okay? I can scan this stuff, get information about it. Okay, let me tell you about my crew, okay?
And it didn't work out so good.
This chick is Cora. She was supposed to be Pathfinder after me, but my father... This guy's father, he died on the first world, Habitat 7, after we tried to scrub the atmosphere, but we failed because we didn't know about the towers and everything because we just first got here. So Ryder's father died. He was the original Pathfinder. Now, the Pathfinder title was never supposed to be hereditary, but it ended up being hereditary. And Cora, that chick over there, was supposed to replace the Pathfinder. She was being groomed to be the Pathfinder, but I ended up getting a spot. Now, this is Liam. Okay? He used to be a cop on Earth. So he has military training and a bunch of other stuff. Now, me, I was trained as a leader. Here, let me show you. Where am I at? Okay. So... this is my character. This is what I look like. I named my first name is Ryder. Now, I'm a recon specialist, but I was trained as a leader. My training is leader. Now, these are all the different skills I have. Obviously, I don't have them all yet. I actually have some of this stuff I can use real quick. Oh, these codexes, they show you different information about your peeps, okay? So I have what you call an artificial helper in this game, and his name's Sam. He's an artificial intelligence, and he helps me out. He gives me a different perspective on stuff, and he's a pretty cool dude. But he's obviously doesn't have a body. He's an artificial intelligence. You'll learn about him later. But right now, Sam helps me analyze the surroundings, basically. Alright. Oh boy. Oh, I got some more bad guys. Now there's stuff called assemblers, and there's also observers. Observers will kick your ass if you're not careful.
Better safe than sorry. Take them out.
You're sure this well isn't gonna open up under us?
Pretty sure. Focus on the remnant.
I just set on hard difficulty, by the way. I played this game before, so there was no point in me setting it on normal. Shit, really? Watch this shit. That's called an Omni Blade. It's my melee ability. It's a pretty dope ability. Uh-oh, there's one more dude. Oh, it's a little fucking shithole. These guys are fucking hateful. I hate those fucking things. Oh. Forgot about the turret.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. The conduit splits and goes through each of those devices.
Interfacing may complete the circuit and allow the well to open.
If it gets us to the system lockdown, let's try.
This device appears defensive in nature.
The device is online and makes a shield. At least it's friendly.
Layers and layers of defenses. If they're defenses.
Power restored to the gravity well. The conduit leads down. Conduit flow pressure is variable. There could be activity below.
Then let's dig deeper.
I'm about to enter something called a gravity well. Basically, it's like an elevator, but with the use of gravity, it gradually takes me down. Now watch this shit. Look at that cool shit, huh?
Unknown. Radiation counts indicate the vault has been offline for several hundred years.
Around the time the Scourge appeared? That can't be a coincidence. Maybe the Scourge is why all this tech was abandoned.
Now something's really cool is going to happen here in a minute.
Careful. No way you can interface with the console like that.
And no fluid means no power. Maybe that's why those devices up above were turned off. We're not turning back now. There has to be some way to fix the leak.
Ryder! Up here! What happened? I can't get indoors to work.
The conduit's breached.
Hey, wait! The observers were using weird laser frequencies to fix a broken wall back there. I can send the frequencies to your Omni tool. Maybe they can patch up the conduit?
And received. I'll give them a shot. The system's responding to those frequencies. Just a patch job, but it should hold.
Nice work! If it's fixed, that console should work now.
Looks like it worked.
There's even a bridge. You're a pal, Ryder. to the system lockdown by now. First one gets the glory.
We'll catch up. Let's see if we powered up a way out of here.
Oh, check that shit out. That's a big ass. That's a big ass plant. That ain't no tree, by the way. That's a big ass plant. It's like a little baby mushroom of some kind.
Still a long drop.
Technically, I think it's technically a mushroom of some kind. But check this shit out. I can scan this shit.
All the way down here.
Yeah.
them too? But all the gravity fun have messed up my eyes.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. You appear to be close.
Oh shit. Oops. I fucked up, Clayton. I done fucked up, bruh.
Glad I didn't eat a big breakfast.
Oh shit. I got bad guys again. Thing like shoots grenade launchers this shit shoots like grenades basically. It's like explosive bullets or some kind. I think it might be grenades, but it might be something else. Supposedly this shoots grenades, but I'm obviously not 100% sure. I'd have to look back at the at my inventory.
Nice work, people.
But in games like this, you always try to take as much resources as you can, because you can use these resources to upgrade your equipment and stuff. It's like Skyrim, but space. You know, you gotta do shit to collect materials in order to advance your shit and all that junk. So I mean, it's sort of like that. Oh, and always look around at the other entrances to different places and stuff, because...
Still, could be anything in here. Oh. Nope. It'll be fine.
These ones are sleeping. I'm not gonna wake them up. But,
There's... no. Just the light.
That's the right one. Observers coming up at us!
what? Where? Oh, for fuck's sakes, man.
Armor hydraulics compensating.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
I got really lucky there. I almost lost my footing, man. Once if you get a, if or when you get an Xbox One, we can start doing stuff together or whatever. It's gonna take some time for you to get used to some of the games that I play. You could also be playing with your dad too if you get an Xbox One as well.
Nice work, people. Too far, even for jump jets.
Ooh, deployable bridge. Look at that shit.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating with something.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, by the way,
This is the heart of the vault.
something else is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to run like a bitch after I hit this thing. I have to run like a bitch. Watch this cutscene, bruh. About to be terrifying as fuck, bro. By the way, that dude that you heard just talking a minute ago is Sam. He's artificial intelligence in my head. We have implants in our heads, all of us.
Any thoughts, Sam?
Unknown, though it appears related to the lockdown. An in-depth study may reveal its purpose. The system lockdown is disabled. The vault and the atmosphere processor should return to full operation.
Ryder, you fixed the lockdown, didn't you?
The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really, really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good.
By the way, this smoke kills all organic life, so we need to get the fuck out of here. Now, technically, according to this, certain shit is now unlocked, but I can't access them because I have to fucking run.
Watch out! Vents! I look back. Why did I look back?
Gotta run like a bitch.
Too far to jump. Got another bridge?
It would be wise to escape, Ryder.
I know, Sam!
Oh, I'm gonna die. No! Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. I know, buddy. I know they're coming slow. I know. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone, bro.
Another gravity well!
It could go anywhere.
It goes away from here. We're taking it. It's still coming!
It's sweeping the whole vault. Killed anything in its way.
Yeah, like us! That's the door to the entrance. Almost there. The barrier's gone. Get that thing if you want, but it's going to be close.
We're
Hello? PB? Go! Go, go, go!
Crash! Right on our heels!
Get to the gravity well!
Not moving. Find an override.
Console is attempting surface reconnection.
Come on!
Board restart is now complete.
That was...
I just fixed the world, bro.
Talk about a rush.
Nothing like outrunning death.
Or reactivating a huge mysterious vault. Nice going.
Atmosphere processor is online. Recovering last console activity.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah. There we are. That's Eos. Whoa. Did restarting the system do that? If that light is us, then all these points could be vaults in other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Maybe. But why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for?
This tech can create observers from nowhere, or ravage a whole planet. And that's just what we've seen. The bots, those plants back there, the atmosphere processors. Back home, some corporation hit a desert world with an ice comet. They changed the atmosphere to bring rain, to help it support life.
That first processor we saw was making things worse, but maybe it malfunctioned.
Is that what these builders were trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even terraform a whole cluster?
Hey, look there. That's different. Maybe it's active? We've got to go see.
Sam?
Extrapolating. These coordinates lie beyond the space we have currently surveyed, Pathfinder.
Mark it on our charts. We need more to go on. Let's head up to the surface. I could use some fresh air.
By the way, you can romance all of these characters. Liam's gay. Cora's hot, and she's a biotic. She was trained by Asari, so she's badass. PB's a little crazy, but in a good way. But me, I've always had the personal thing to romance another character that doesn't come with you necessarily. Usually, most of the time, she doesn't come with you, but her name is Vetra, and she's a Taurian. And for an alien, she's hot. Okay? So, I like her. I romance her.
Sky.
How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder, air and moisture patterns will show noticeable improvement. Eos could support an outpost.
Even without the storms, it'll be a struggle for a while. But we can tough it out. This remnant technology could be the key to our survival, if we can control it.
You can. Kind of. Still, wouldn't hurt to find a manual.
We've got a lead. Sam marked it on the charts down there. That site is active, whatever it is. Who knows what we'll find there.
We? You want to come along?
I want to know what makes the remnant tick. You've got a key to their technology. Or a crowbar, at least.
Welcome aboard. We'll get you a fancy job title to go over your bunk.
I only need a footlocker. Data pad, toothbrush, clean underwear. That'll do. I'll catch up with you.
Well, it'll be interesting.
By the way, in each game you recruit different characters along the way to help you. Now this machine, this vehicle right there is called a Nomad. It's like a badass fucking truck. It helps me get around faster around worlds and shit. Oh, that reminds me, I need to look at this stuff. Regularly I should be looking at this stuff. Da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, bitch, 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 bitch. Ooh, yeah. I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, boss. Boss. I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss. I always try to level up my combat fitness because that gives me more health and shit. It's always a good idea to level up your health and stuff, man.
The Nexus is on pins and needles, Ryder. Pods are inbound and ready.
Let's go make it happen.
Alright, gotta go do it. Gotta get her done. I'm gonna drive there so you can see some of this world.
Marco.
Who?
Good enough.
Now, a lot of this is mostly desert, and there are creatures and stuff here that can cloak and stuff. They have like natural abilities to cloak and whatnot. It's pretty crazy. Some of these things. There's but as I said before, there's a race that we meet in this game after meeting the boss of the bad guys.
This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via
But,
your interface.
This thing can climb hills and shit. And I can upgrade this thing and I can put dope ass skins and shit on it, but I gotta research that stuff in order to do it properly. Now there's a cave right here. There's a little shortcut or whatever. It's nothing too crazy, it's just a little shortcut. Now down here I'm gonna have the opportunity to create an outpost.
They appear to be fighting a Krogan.
Oh, hell yeah! This guy, you're gonna love this dude, man. This is a Krogan. They are like the tanky race, okay? They're like the tanky race. These are the Ket. They're the genetically modified race I was talking about.
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
Fuck you, bitch. Come here. Come here, you little fucking dickbag. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah! Get stabbed in the face, motherfucker. Oh, what? You want some too, bitch? Take it deep.
Think I made them angry. Good.
Nah, really? We'd have never figured that out. Oh, shit. I'm
That's
about to get my ass handed to me.
Good one.
Oh, hey, you always gotta go back and cover to recover your shields and stuff. 2. This guy's basically a dead man. So I'm just gonna walk up on him like a boss. Just fuck his shit up. Hey dude, guess what? Fuck you and fuck you too, bitch. I'm about to recruit this bastard. Look at this dude. He's spoke. Look at this dude. He's an old man, by the way.
Fun.
You're telling me?
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
I always have Drax with me because he is a tank. He can fuck shit up, bro. And Krogans can turn the tide of any battle. This dude can literally set himself on fire. FYI.
Back to the Nexus.
And?
Fair winds facing. Lowest radiation count in the area. Little bit of hope.
Maybe more.
So what should I go with? Military or scientific? I'm gonna let you choose this time.
Build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
Pathfinder's call. But research is no good if we're dead. Military.
It's got to be science. Our colonists need to understand their home.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Alright, buddy. I'm gonna go with military. I've never done it before. I'm going with
A
military.
military outpost. We defend our own against the Ket. Or anyone else.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
I've never done the military one. I've always done the scientific one, so I want to see what this one does. I'm Kyoyasa.
Andromeda Initiative, this is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell.
Oh, fuck.
August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. Eos is far from golden, but now it's defensible. Arguing that choice will come later. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Fair assumption. The
I don't like
reality
being
Rider,
played,
you
Clayton.
bought us time, but one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starting.
No.
You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for... Be aware, that's all.
Watch out for everyone. But not you, right? You're genuine.
I know what I came here to be. Talk to Bradley. Later we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then.
I don't like her,
Time
Clayton.
waiting on the Nexus.
She bothers me. She's got an agenda just like everybody else. And she didn't like the fact that I took over for my father as Pathfinder, so... Yeah.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
She didn't care for the fact that I took over for Daddy. She respected Alec, and now that now that Alec is dead, Alec is my father's first name, by the way.
Radiation levels normal. Life support is back online.
I'm gonna show you the best ship in this game ever, okay? You see that ship right there? That one right there? That's called the Tempest. That's my ship, bro. That's my ship, man. That is the sexiest shit ever, dude. That is one of the best fucking ships in the game. So it's called the Tempest. It's a very awesome.
Leaving Atwell. All clear.
Yeah, you can pretty much romance your whole entire crew. I think the only one you can't romance unless you're a chick is Drax, the Krogan. He's like the only one you can't romance. Because you have to be a chick for him to romance you.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
This isn't a military vessel, but there need to be rules. Better to ask about protocol. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand.
Exactly. Here's my...
Hang on. We.
They're our initiative.
Actually,
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
but not humility or...
Okay. PB, Drax, see Lexi for a physical.
Alright, so this is like the group, this is where we can gather for meetings and shit. That's like it's like the Knights of the Round Table type shit, okay?
Hey, can you drop by the biolab?
Now, this is where I can research different shit and whatnot. Here, for example, I can develop weapons and armor right here. Let's see here. I know, right? Isn't it dope? I can research them in order to access them later. Let's see here. But I gotta have required. I gotta have the proper materials in order to develop them. Unfortunately, this is strike teams and stuff. I can send these guys out to do little missions, and I get XP and money along with it or whatever. Send a strike team. I'm not gonna fucking do this shit. 74 chance, 74. I'm gonna speak to different people in this,
Nice place you found.
Clean
This is
air,
Cora.
plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way. And I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you, an untrained Pathfinder, and all this mess to fix? I don't want to rival. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for. Biotics like this. It's quiet if you want to... Back again?
What did you do?
But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A Huntress's work is never done.
Who'd pick a fight with the most powerful species in the galaxy?
Themselves, usually. Terrorists, cults, rogue Ardat Yakshi, people... The Asari were spacefaring when our Roman Empire was new. Didn't fix all their problems. Sometimes you need commandos for that.
You were in the Alliance before you became a Huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
I spent years watching pioneers go through the Arcturus mass relays. Off to glory, while I stayed behind. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
We needed to start over somewhere new together. Or as together as we could. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari Huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
Does that mean fraternization is okay for Asari commandos?
It'll happen, but usually only for one deployment. Asari don't usually stay with each other long term. After your 500th birthday, you learn some self-control.
Yeah, Asari are like the longest living race in the world.
Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Wow. How's the search?
Nothing new. Let's take...
See you later.
I'll be here.
Alright, now I'm gonna show you Drax. He's a badass, okay? He's like legendary throughout history, dude. He's a fucking boss. And he's a scary motherfucker.
It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
By the way, he's a scary motherfucker. You don't want to piss him off. He will fuck your shit up all fucking day, man. All fucking day. Actually, real quick, let me show you my quarters. My fabulous quarters are right here. I got a big ass bed. I think it's a queen. I got Sam over here. This is Sam.
Hello, Ryder. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like you have grown as a result, and so have I.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places?
In the field, you are my primary focus.
How's your...
Alec Wright. A new...
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Are you...
I can maintain a presence on the Tempest. It ensures I remain in touch with you, and I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum and...
I'm sure that...
It ensures I remain in touch with you, and the pub...
Sam...
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching...
I can get a pet for the office, but right now I don't have one. These are emails that I've gotten from different people. Mostly, some of these are from my crew. Others are from the Nexus, which is like the base or whatever. You get mission. You can get missions from this too. So this is. Get regular apparel. I'm gonna keep the jacket on, but there's different. I can tint my armor and shit in this one. I can't sleep in the bed, unfortunately. They don't allow that. So this is like a bathroom-ish.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Yeah, this I think is where Drax is. Either this. Oh nope, this is Lexi. She's the.
Give it away. Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
You know Sarah's the good one.
I think you're both trouble. Hold still.
Ow.
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Being nervous means you understand what's at stake.
That's the problem. I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy. A live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
She's a lesbian.
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us just something.
Lexi's pretty cool, though. Don't get me wrong. She's pretty cool. This is I can respec my my stuff. I'm not gonna do that, obviously, but that's what I can do.
Stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on...
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tam. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colonies.
Can't argue with that.
Basically, I'm building an army.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affair? Got no idea why Addis. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Yeah, I did. Military. I did, buddy. I did military.
What's it like to have Kesh as a
Damn proud of her, too. She did good. Even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay it. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to every...
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Oh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable. The works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the cat?
No, a pyjak does not scratch his butt,
well,
apparently.
Common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like the ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. Their friends, too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Tell me more.
There's just something. The absolute single-mindedness.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal. Kesh is alone on that station now. Oh, more like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she...
So what's my...
Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
We can talk more...
Sure. Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so basically, the Krogan got betrayed by human director's assistants. He's a bit of a dick, and yeah, so great times. PB's here.
Huh?
Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Does your brain...
I get it.
Something like that?
I look for... Get to know me. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
You left everything and everyone you...
No? Ryder, if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never...
That's just the one thing you want me...
Buy me a drink sometime. I need remnant scrap.
Remnant?
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
You really won't tell...
That's right.
Next question.
What was it?
After that, I didn't spend much time on them.
What does someone have to do to get you to...
But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
So how do you like...
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well...
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some...
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable.
Sure.
There's also Lexi, our
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What drew you to the Remnant?
There's so much... And the tech! It's on a different scale.
You mentioned you can't...
Just a friend. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements. Don't you think?
I don't know. Don't...
I've always been self-motivated. Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
I always naturally flirt with her because she's just fun to flirt with because she does it right back.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy. Darkly. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
There's something about coming face to face with something...
As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
It's good to have different voices on my team. I like that.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the net. I saw pictures of the vault, and how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Wild remnant parties. What else would you use it for?
Well, that's a thought. You don't really think they... Oh, joking. I see. Good one.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one. And Doctor, I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the...
You're kidding. Those killer...
The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
So that's Sylvie. She's fun. This is Carlo. He was...
You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector.
He was part of the original team that built this ship.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right, after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian Ark missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the... We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder. What can I do for you?
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
Tell me something.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask. We're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Sylvie. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh, no. I'm not falling for that again.
What do you think?
That doesn't make it the right way. You know where
We're gonna go meet the other crew, real quick. After I take it, everybody, I'm gonna get off here for a minute. I need to eat something. It's about that time. If I get back on, I'll shoot you an invite. Otherwise, we can. Yeah, I know, right? She's pretty chill for the most part.
For me, I'm in the escape pod room.
This is Gil. He's dope.
Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for... Figured maybe... I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster. Eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here...
You just keep pointing this ship where... Long time no chat. What's up?
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, veteran Suvia are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it.
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that, then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get... Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and
What's your social...
My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? Or maybe even... I didn't place any bet. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder. Anytime.
Alright, so I'm about to take you to my girl. The one chick out of this whole entire fucking thing that I love to death.
I'll talk to someone. Oh, hey,
She has a younger sister that works on the Nexus.
Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Now's as good a time as any.
No. I know that I can be of use here. I know everyone on the crew. Even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later? Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Like you said, we had no idea what Helios was really like. What good's a plan?
Adapting to problems as they come up. I like that.
Good. Since you're probably going to have front row seats to me winging it.
Looking forward to the show.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some days I want... Thing about and if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean... someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
You probably have work to do. We can chat.
You know where to find me.
This is always the one I choose. I don't know why. I just have a fascination with Vetra. It's just weird. Anyway, this is Liam. He's moving a couch. Apparently.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. Been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
When I started with the Alliance, it was about adventure. But with my dad's troubles, staying wasn't going to work. I needed something new. But if I wanted to get away, it had to be this far.
Gotcha. Clean slate. Classic.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
We can't go back. But we're not trapped by decisions a galaxy behind us.
I don't feel trapped. We came from a good place for good reasons. We keep that in mind or steer us right, just like back in Crisis Response. Remember the essentials. A new start guided by the Pathfinder. And team. I'll bust my tail to make that a good story. Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright. I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big. Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
An impatient rookie frustrated by procedure? That's overdone.
I know, right? I wanted new, and I got it. And that led me here.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom, Joelle, Dad, Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep the tradition. I said goodbye to my mum and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
Do 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 do. Alright, so this is the Nexus. It's like the main command center for the Andromeda initiative. Now you see that thing sticking out in the middle, that's the Ark. It's the Hyperion Ark, the one that all the humans came on.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's fine. What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented.
With more military personnel out of stasis, those Ket won't get near your vault. Or our people.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's an...
Thank you, Ryder.
I'm a new hope for the Redalization. Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, motherfucker. She's not ugly. Fuck is wrong with you?
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
This is Adam. Our first output, Andromeda, has confirmed full deployment of the EOS.
Pathfinder, do you have just... Ryder, isn't it? Directed. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth.
Nice to see someone's... That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record... That was I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale towns looking... Let's start at home. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Good to see you.
Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please... Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage. A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming, and a great one, yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you,
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
Though I worry about your decision on Eos, Ryder. A military outpost won't help feed the Nexus, not the way scientists might have.
But it will protect us from a growing list of threats.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they...
You might also run...
And we still need...
Though with Ark still missed? Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbit.
Whole new
Pathfinder,
outpost.
we are to contact
Pathfinder
Director
self.
Addison as soon as possible.
Can't relax yet.
And that? But it's... Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
You've had a year to think about it. Ryder, you're off to a promising start. Though I worry about this.
It's like nothing we... Not sure yet.
Did you have some other business?
No, it isn't what we want. You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department, and you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, Red.
Sam said there was new fun.
You and your team are out there making a... Want more security, like you chose at Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle my...
Hello, Pap. Your first...
Whoa, that...
Yes, of course. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and up.
What's the run?
Threshold points aren't the most elegant system, but...
How are you measuring?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability. A metric of accept. The more you achieve, the greater capacity. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have.
So, I decide what groups to wake up.
Absolutely. You can't deploy it, except it's people, and how all are...
All right, Breck.
The interface is active. You may...
Hello again, Pathfinder. Get out there, Ryder. Path.
How has the...
We send them where you signal.
hear you went down to Eos. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed.
Shit. But the conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
Director Tan will determine what's to be done.
Look,
Something I can help you with?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilkin didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of... We're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this. A convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
I hear you. It sucks when things aren't black and white.
Are they ever? If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters... Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
It was crazy down there. Life and death. But his...
You're a bottom line type of person. Well...
I can't believe...
yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
Make sure you control your...
I'll tell you.
Glad to see you, Father. If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Hey, Ryder?
Yes?
That's me. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against and could benefit from your experience.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience.
I agree. But your insights on... You'll see.
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
So this next guy we're gonna beat, his name is Spender. He fucked over... Oh, wait. There's somebody you gotta see first. So this is the sister of... This is the sibling of the character you play. If you play as the girl, obviously your brother gets stuck this way, but since I'm playing as the guy, my sister gets stuck this way. It's built this way so that either way you go, you know, you can play both genders, but the thing is so that person right there is my sister, okay? In the game.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get...
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But he's made contact.
That's incredible. She's okay.
Vitals are steady. But I'm letting...
They're in a coma. Sarah's mental.
So...
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Is that you, little brother? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. This is so weird. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
I don't know how to say this, but he's dead, Sarah.
What?
It was a freak accident.
But it's Dad. He can't die.
I know. It's been hard on everyone.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
No one did.
What about finding home? Dad kept telling me how beautiful it would be.
Just wait till you see it. It's amazing. Even better than the hype.
At least that's something. I should be there with you.
Well, you were never one to quit, Sarah. A little nap won't hold you back.
Right. At least Mom and Dad are back together. Somewhere.
We will be too. Right here.
I hope so.
What happened?
The connection was only temporary. Her condition remained stable.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
So that was the glorious sister of Mr. Dalton Ryder.
Are you sure you want to do this, Milka? I'm putting Milka here back in the conviction was overturned. There was still a murder. I just want to go to sleep. Wake up and things are blown over.
Sure. Run up.
Ryder, that was a hell of a thing. Can't say I really bought into the whole Sam implant, but well, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Just when you think you... something new every day.
So you...
You know that moment when you realize... And she's one hell of a doctor. She'll serve the temple.
So, as soon as you meet this guy, Clayton, you're gonna think he's a dick too. And he is an asshole. I will tell you that now. He's a douchebag. And eventually you can fuck him over, and then you can give Drax the ability, you give the Drax like the okay to kill his sorry ass. And as much as I would have loved for him to kill him, I didn't let him kill him last time I played this game, but I might let him kill him this time because as much as we need his information, I don't like Spender. Spender bothers the fuck out of me. He's a douchebag, among other things.
Your incompetence is...
What do you want?
Whatever's going on, it's not...
Apologies, you're right. This is not your fault.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard.
Why?
He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away. A man like that's bound to have...
How literal we...
We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insane.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck this... So that dude that was talking to her, he's a douchebag. That's Spender. He's a fucking dick. And I want to chop it off and serve it to a fucking Krogan. And a Krogan will fucking eat that motherfucker too, because guess what? They want to see the pain on his face. Alright, so you're about to meet the superintendent of the Nexus. She's called Kesh. She's a Krogan, and she is by far the baddest motherfucker that's there, okay? Other than me, she's the baddest motherfucker that ever existed on... Because she'll be like, okay, bitch, please, get the fuck out of here. She's as blunt as you can be. But it's a gift, not a curse, and she uses it well, especially considering all the shit she has to put up with the different leaders and whatnot. So, you can't go wrong with these guys. Oh, Drax! What's up, brother? What up, bro? Drax. Fam. Better fucking talk to me, motherfucker.
Ryder.
One.
You should have... Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice seeing my granddaughter again.
You really did miss her while...
I really... Cash can handle her.
Pathfinder. Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Spender doesn't know the first thing about... More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to later.
Alright! Gotta go get some security footage. Get Spender kicked the fuck out. Oh shit. Whoops. Wrong place.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this...
I was told I should talk... Do you know where Spender... Maybe. Just try...
If you're investigating, how about I give you... Anything else?
He doesn't like Spender either. Spender's, how should I say this? An acquired taste in almost every single species fucking hates him. They hate him. He fucked with the security footage, so...
Play. Wait, is he handing something over?
I am sorry, Papa. Someone may have deleted the original. And this version, I concur.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, we will need to find the planet before I can...
Alright. Confront... What? No,
Let's go confront him.
Why am I confronting him, though? I shouldn't be doing that. You know, this is probably a quest you should do later in the game, but I think you have to do it this way regardless. It kind of sucks, but, you know, there it is.
Ryder. That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know...
I saw the footage.
What? Whoever you're talking... And frankly...
Fuck off, bitch. I'll fucking kill you.
Hi. The documentary's going great.
Is everything okay?
Building a military outpost so early has been pretty controversial. Kandros approves, but others say it paints the Initiative as a conqueror.
Every step we've taken in Andromeda has been dangerous. The Initiative needs to defend itself.
Very candid. But maybe people need to hear it. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
What about you? I can't imagine you... I need a minute to think about my...
Okay, your turn.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moons.
By the way, she's telling the,
Can we get a model?
She's telling the world the truth rather than faking it. She, should I say this? She's very special. She's got a fabulous way of doing shit. I can't fault her either. We need all the help we can get at this rate. Now, in this game, I can only have two other individuals with me. Hey, bud. I'm gonna get off and eat something. Okay. If I get back on later, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna get off and eat something real quick.
Thank you.